Welcome to GK Mojo. So in this part 2 of percentages, we are going to see some questions on percentages and how we can solve the questions in least possible time. Alright, so let's get started with part 2 of percentages. So let us have a look at the first question. So the first question says a percent of B plus B percent of A is equals to question mark. Alright, so I intentionally have not taken the option because I want you to understand the concept behind this question. Alright, the concept is very important. So whenever we are dealing with percentages, please keep one thing in mind. A percentage of B is always equals to B percentage of A, vice versa. So the reverse is true in percentage. So either you take A percentage of B or B percentage of A. It will always be equal to each other. What is A percentage of B? Basically it is AB upon 100. What is B percentage of A? Basically it is PA upon 100. AB or BA, it is one and the same. So here there is addition. So what will this be? It would be 2AB upon 100. Or if you want to write it in this form, it can be written as 2A percent of B. Alright. So what would this be? It would be 2AB upon 100. Alright. So please note this down. This is an important property of percentages. So let us have a look at the second question. Two friends, Akshay and Beena. Alright, two friends, Akshay and Beena, had some candies each. One of them had 15 candies more than the other. The candies with Akshay was 60% of the total candies with them. How many candies did each have? So basically there are these two friends, Akshay, and there is this Beena. Correct? So let the candies be x and x plus 15. Why this x and x plus 15? Because they have said one of them had 15 more candies than the other. So let one has x, the other will have x plus 15. We do not know who has what, right? We do not know what Akshay has and what Beena has. Alright. So for now, consider one has x and the other has x plus 15. Alright. So what they have told is the candies with Akshay was 60% of the total candies with them. Alright, so since Akshay has more than 50%, it definitely has to be this x plus 15 because this is greater than x. So this 60% of the total candies means this Akshay has this x plus 15 candies, right? So x plus 15 is equals to 60%, that is 60 by 100 of the total candies. What are the total number of candies? It is this x plus 15. Just add this both the candies of Akshay and Bino. Alright, now we solve this. So this would be x plus 15 is equals to 3 by 5 2x plus 15, right? So this becomes 5x, this becomes 75, this becomes 6x plus 45, right? So this x becomes 75 minus 45. So this comes out to be 30, right? So the value of x is 30. So basically Akshay has x plus 15, that is 45 candies, and B now has 30 candies. Alright, I hope you have got the answer. So the correct answer to this question is 45, 30. So let us have a look at the next question. A fruit seller had some mangoes. He sells 30% mangoes and still has 140 mangoes. Originally, he had how many? So basically, there's this fruit seller who had some mangoes, they say. He first sold 30%, alright? And then after selling this 30%, he still has 140 left with him. This is the leftover. So they are asking how many he had originally with him, correct? So just suppose originally or initially he had X mangoes. Alright, so he had X mangoes. Therefore, what the question is saying is 100 minus 30, because total, if 100 are there, 100 he sold 30% out of that, so leftover is 70%. So this 70% they say of X of the total is 140, correct? So 7 by 10 into X is 140. 7 ones are 7 twos are. So X is equals to 200. And hence, originally, how many mangoes did he have? He had 200 mangoes. So the purpose of taking this question is because you need to learn to make equations from the sentences that are given to you. This is what is arithmetic, and percentages will always test you on that. So here, what was the important thing? Guessing that this 70% is 70% of total x is equals to 140. Forming this equation was the most important and the crux of this question. All right. So the next question is, a student erroneously multiplied a number by 2 by 5 instead of 5 by 2. What is the percentage error in his calculation? All right. So basically there is one student, so he multiplied a number say x by 2 by 5 and he should have multiplied it by 5 by 2. So they are asking what is the percentage error? So a lot of time this question will come in a lot of examinations, a lot of aptitude examinations, especially MBA entrance examination. So a very important question. So how to do this? Just you can see that the denominator here is 5, here is 2. So we'll take a very convenient number to solve this. Just take 100. Take 100. So when you multiply 100 by 2 by 5, what you get is 40. Correct? While when you multiply 100 by 5 by 2, what you get is 250. Now, this is the value when you multiply by 5 by 2, and this is the value when you multiply the by 2 by 5. So, what is the difference? The difference is 210, and the difference is on a base of 250, right? Because 250 is the correct value. So, there is a difference of 210 on 250. Just multiply this by 100. Just multiply this by 100. Correct? So, you'll get the percentage from this. 5 5s are 5 2s are. Correct? When you multiply, you'll get 420 by 5. You'll get 84% as the answer. Hence, the percentage error in calculation is 84%. So you have to be quick in solving this such question. I am doing this step by step and writing each step on the screen for you to understand. But as we go ahead, you have to learn to do such questions orally as well. This will help you save a lot of time in your examination. Let's have a look at the next question, a very interesting one. So let's read it. Kamlesh spends 80% of his income. If his income is increased by 25% and the expenditure increased by 10%, then what will be the percentage increase in his savings? All right. So I know many of you will feel that very less information is given in this question. Many of you will feel that this is a very easy question. Let's just start forming the equations and all that stuff. But there is a very easy way to do such questions. So Kamlesh spends 80% of his income. So income, expenditure, saving. So let the income be 100. He spends 80%, so 80, and the saving is 20. Correct? If his income is increased by 25%, so new income will be 125. What would be the expenditure? Increases by 10%, so this will be 10% of 8 is 8. 80 is 8. Added to 80, 88. Right? So the new expenditure is 88. What is the difference between income and expenditure? It is 37. So the saving is 37. So from 20, the new saving is 37. So there is an increase of 17 on a base of 20. Multiply this by 100. 21s are 25s are. What is 17 5s are? 85. So there is an 85% increase in his savings. Alright. So this question might have seemed easy to many people, might have seemed somewhat complicated also to many people, but there was this easy way to do it. And I just took this example because you can do a lot of questions that arise in CAD, SAT, and exams like iift using some basic substitutions. So let us have a look at the next question. Again, a very good question, I must say, kind of a set theory question, but I'll try to explain you with the help of the concepts of percentages. In an annual examination, 65% students pass in history, 55% students pass in Hindi. If 5% students failed in both the subjects, then what is the percentage of students who have passed in both the subjects? So whenever you have such a question, so here this be history, this be Hindi. Alright, so what they are saying is 65% students pass from here, 55% students pass from here. Now 5% students have failed. So out of 100, if 5% students have failed, so total passed candidates will be 95%. ऑलराइट, दिस इज प्रीटी मच नेचुरल बिकॉज 5% फेल हो गया है तो 95% पास हुआ है, करेक्ट। सो बट इन लोगों ने पहले ही क्या बोला है, 65% और 55% हिंदी में पास हुआ है। सो जस्ट एड इट अप, व्हाट इज दिस, 65 प्लस 55, दिस एड्स अप टू 120, बट टोटल पास कैंडिडेट्स आर 95%, सो जस्ट सब्ट्रैक्ट दिस 95। सो ये सरप्लस जो है, ये दोनों को मिला के ये 25% है, सो दिस 25% is the common one which is getting added double. All right, so students who have passed in both the subjects is basically 25%. So how did we again calculate this 25%? I'll just change the ink. We added this and this, we got 120. All right, but we know that only 95% students have passed, but by adding history and Hindi we are getting 120. So just subtract 95 from this, you'll get the extra students that are getting added again. This is that part, extra part. So this is 25%. All right, I hope you have understood this example. So that's all in this video. Please visit us at gkmojo.com. Thank you.